Hi everyone, welcome back to David Go to Hobbies. Right, playing one of my old-time favourites, Silent Depth 2 Pacific. If you've never played this game, you're in for a real treat. Just go to this for a minute, and it shows you what they've done, what they're going to do. It's quite a lot of work, and some very interesting stuff coming up. So, be prepared to immerse yourself in a lovely game. So let's play. We'll load a previous game where we're continuing on from before. So, right, we'll go back to port. Let's turn that sound down a little bit because that's just a little bit too loud. So, right, let's find out. If you hear some strange noises, this is my stomach, so I do apologise. So, we're going to disappear down here and see if we can take some Japanese to the bottom of the sea. So just to let you know, this operational area here is what we've got to play with at the moment. It will be expanded to the whole map. So there's a lot of work involved, and we've got a nice large target for our first mission. We are on USS Blower, and we'll engage. So what we got? Perfect. Submerge the submarine. We're in a perfect position. Periscope depth. Because they will be coming straight across the front of us, and we're in a perfect position for an ambush. Just waiting for the periscope depth to come up. This little icon here. So, some tips for you. These are our rear tubes. These are forward-facing tubes. To swap them over, you just click on that, and it swaps them back to front. Okay, so they are over there. Right middle mouse button or wheel, scrolling forward, and you can see them. So we've got a battleship, gunboat, maybe a light cruiser, no, medium freighter, and we've got heavy cruiser. So let's go back and look at the map and see what we've got again. Heavy cruiser, medium freighter, gunboat, and battleship. Do you know what? I'm going to resurface because the reason why I'm saying that is I want the gunboat to come after us. That's what I wanted it to do. Yeah. Second thought, I will not. There is a reason for that. I want to make my life easy. So I'm just going down to periscope depth, and I can show you why in a minute. So we go back here, we speed the game up, and we'll stop. I think we might go astern a little bit because if we have a look at our periscope game, I want them going across. Yeah, we're in a good position, so we'll stop there, back to the map, and speed it up so we can get them coming towards us. We're going to be pretty close, to be honest with you. We'll have another look at the map through a periscope. Sorry, look at the ships through a periscope. Excuse me. So I think we will go astern a little bit because we'll be right point blank range, and ideally we won't really want them straight on top of us. So we want to go back a little bit. So let's have another look at the map. So if you look at their course, that will take us straight across there. So we'll speed the game up a little bit. And have another look in a minute. See where they are. There you go. Okay. Down periscope. Scroll out a little bit. You can see where they're coming. Line in wait here for them. And they won't know what's hit them. They really will not. So let's go back to the map. Speed it up a little bit. Let them come nice and close. So we want about here, see where we are. Have another look. Well, I think that gunboat was just on a merry way to come and catch us. Yeah. We want to go to starboard, head 1/3. 9 knots. Someone's coming for us. So, medium freighter. So let's pick our targets. And watch what's happening on the map for a moment. Okay. So that's heavy cruiser. That will take 4 torpedoes. Battleship will take about 6. Let's have a look where those torpedoes are going. Yeah, straight for that heavy cruiser. Not long to wait. And you'll see that sunk very shortly. Nice calm sea. One, 2, 3, 4. And down she goes. That's how you dispatch a heavy cruiser. Excellent. And hopefully we'll have enough time to fire off our pistol torpedoes at the battleship. And down goes that heavy cruiser. No more. We got a little bit of starboard to match the speed of the battleship. And so it slows it down. There we go. 1, 2. Right. A little bit too much there. So let's have a quick look. I might try and attack that with our stern tubes. That's the plan. So that's nothing to worry about. They can't shoot us. So we'll bring our speed up to flank. And watch what he's doing. Let's go full left rudder. Actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let's see where that other ship is. Oh, excuse my stomach. Right, see where he is. Oh, he's a bit close, isn't he? I think we'll carry on doing our hard turn to port. And hopefully we will be able to pot him and send him to the bottom of the sea. Right. Because gunboats don't have sonar, they won't be able to track us. And let's see if we can get him to where we want him to be. Right there. Let's see what's going to transpire to that. Almost on point blank range. We're going to get him is a question. Might mean a second fish in him. He's awfully close. Get below the water surface so we don't get collided with him. There he is. Highly unlikely he'll have depth charges. Bring us back up 100 feet. Oh, I still want to hit him with our stern tubes, so I'm going hard to port. Bring up flank speed so I'll get a bit of a turn on. Bring us back up to periscope depth and see where he is. He's obviously off our starboard quarter. And let's see what this little monkey is, so we can take him out. There he is. Right. Right. Range is 600 yards. We want to go slightly to port to reduce his moving across. Bring our speed up to standard. He's virtually astern of us. Bring up to full so we can increase our turn. The thing to remember about gunboats is they are highly maneuverable. So let's see if we can shoot him with that. 1,000 yards, so let's have a quick look. Right, got another one. There's a gunboat there. That is a medium freighter. Have I got the wrong one? Quite possibly. There it is. Swap sides. Let's do that again. Let's see if we can try and pop this one off. Head full, flank rather. We might have got that one. Yep, we got that one. Right. Back to standard. $400 odd yards. Ahead flank. 17, 15 knots. 9 knots. Got off and he doesn't know where we are. Trouble is, we need to get them in a position that they are being matched with the turn, and the thing is with these boats, they're as slippery as an eel, and you're trying to get a foreign solution. We want him to follow us basically, so I'm going to try and go straight His 18 knots is so much faster than us. We might be able to catch him. We're going to have to dive down. Because otherwise we'll end up being damaged. So look where he is. There he is. So let's bring this up to 75 feet. Let's see if we can maneuver him to a far end position. Let's see how many fish we got left. We've got 2, 4, 10 fish left. We've got 5 left in our stern tubes. So let's bring us to a stop and see what he's doing. So if we go come up to periscope depth, it's very much cat and mouse. And you're trying to see. Come on. There we go. So he's right there. What is he doing? Right, swap over to front torpedoes. That is a battleship, wrong target. There he is. Now swap round. See if we can sink this little gunboat. Very, very elusive. We've got to watch that battleship as well. It's almost coming up for rear tubes, so we'll swap over to the rears. Head full, midships, and then we want to basically turn to starboard. We'll go right way. No, we need to go port that way, sorry. Try to match his direction of travel. We've got it right. If he's going round to the left, I'm facing forward. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? I think I should be going to. I should be going to starboard. Silly David. Right, we might have just been able to match him. Is he turning? Yes, he's turning. Reduce that. See if we can get a firing solution. A little bit more. Increase it. Are we getting there? Looks like he's turning. Fire. Are we going to get there? Where's he going? I think we might be lucky. Not 100% sure. We want to come midships. Let's see if we can get a good firing solution on him. Oh, he's a little slippery, slimy little one, he is. Come on. Come on. Right, let's see if we can get that fish down here. Yes! Sorted you out, sunshine. Thank you very much. That'll teach you to play with me. Down she goes. Right, where's this battleship? Let's see what else is on the water while we're at it. A quick scan round. What's that? That's the battleship. Boom, 146. I think that was the only one. Yeah, the same one. Right, 146. What I'm gonna do? Let's have a quick look where we can position ourselves. We ideally we want to put our bow onto him. So if we go hard to port, hard to starboard, I think that's probably the best option. Flank speed. Right, it's better speed the game up. Don't know what speed he's doing. We should come up okay. Midships. Right, forward facing torpedoes. We've got 6 fish ready. So let's see where he is. Not too far away. There we go. Excellent. Right, 0 knots. Okay. I wonder if our other 2 fish we fired at him actually hit. Possibly. Quite possibly. I'll tell you what would be a nice idea in this game. If they actually gave the damage to the ship. And then we can sort of know if that ship's been damaged. But we've got a red warning marker on there. No speed. So I'm tempted to fire now, but I don't really want to. I want to get a better firing solution. So I'm firing at his beam instead of a bow on. I just feel it's a better way of attacking, because if you just attack from the bow, there's so many chances of actually missing, and it's just not worth it. So we need to be in a better firing position. Right, bring back the game speed. Periscope. Where is she? Gonna be off our starboard quarters, isn't she? There she is. Oh yes, our torpedoes did hit her because she's down at the stern. Right, let's bring ourselves round. Hopefully, putting 6 fish in her will sink her. We want to align, so let's just be a bit of patience and let our submarine come round and put 6 fish in her. How many stern tubes ready? Got 3 torpedoes in the stern. Get in there, get in there. I think she's trying to turn towards us, as you can see. How can a ship turn when it's got no power? 0 knots. Yeah. Let's have a quick look. Right, speed up the game. We want to be about there. Let's have a quick look. Right, let's go hard to starboard. Not many, not very far away. So, what I'm tempted to do is get a better firing position. And you'll see what I mean in a minute. So there we go. Right. Sure, she's trying to turn that ship. Right. Okay. Stop. You'll sort of think, oh, how am I going to turn this? I want to turn around to there. So I'm going to go hard to port, full astern, and see what that brings us. So what I'm trying to do is maneuver our ship. So obviously they're there. So I'm going backwards to have it. Two reasons. One, increases the range because I'm 306 yards away, which is far too close. Notice the angle where the guns are pointing at me. So don't surface your ship, your submarine. Right. It's quite low in the down in the stern, isn't it? That was 2 fish. So let's have another look where we are. Crafty is how can a ship that's got no forward momentum turn, yeah, and face us? Something's not right in this game. So let's go and alleviate this problem, because at the end of the day we want to have a better firing solution. So we'll just disappear off to and then track round to the right, and then we will be in a better position. Slow down and right. Okay, let's have another look. Right, there we are. We could fire from here. It's given us good firing solution. But we are sort of side on. I don't really want to fire it at side on. I want to fire it nose on. So actually, I'm going to go full reverse, fully to port. So port is left, so it's going to bring us back around that way, so we get a better firing position. So let's speed that up and get us in a better position to shoot at it. Right, let's have a look, see where we are. There we go. Excellent. That's better. Right, full stop. Rudder midships. Right, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And very shortly, that will hopefully be the end of one battleship. So let's see how those torpedoes are tracking. Speed up a little bit so we can see it. Less time. Oh, it done it for me. It guaranteed a sink. Oh well, didn't see it. What a shame. Never mind, I was looking forward to that. But yes, we'll have to return to port now because we basically expended all our torpedoes. And to be honest with you, it's just not fighting with just a 2 or 3 left in the tubes. Because you're not going to sink anything with that if you're lucky sinking a destroyer. And if you've got loads of enemy, you're not going to do anything, are you? Right, so let's crack on to another game. And or another mission. So let's see if we can find something even bigger to sink. The trouble with battleships, as you could see, I've already put 2 fish into her, and then another 6. I'm not going to bother with small targets, and I want to find some bigger fish to fry. Battleships take 8 torpedoes to sink. Heavy cruisers are going to take 4, light cruisers 3, destroyers 2, gunboats 1, as a rule of thumb. Let's engage this. Time of day is 10 o'clock at night. Let's see what we got. We're on the surface. Let's scroll out. And we have a freighter. What was that? A light cruiser. Destroyer. A reasonably good game, this should be. So we're at the right angle. And let's... I think, yes, we are on the surface, and being at night, that's going to be a bit more tricky. So, let's go back to the map. Let's dive the boat. Let's increase our speed to standard. Decrease our range. And increase the game speed. And drop our periscope really, so we don't get spotted too soon. So that was a light cruiser. Ideally, we want to take out the light cruiser destroyer, because obviously what we were trying to do is let them pass across the front. Turn slightly to port to bring us crossing the T. Bring our speed down to 1/3, so silent running. Put our periscope up, let's have a quick look. See where they are on the map. Or on the plot, I should say. There we go. Down periscope. Back onto there. Let's bring game speed up again so get them coming across us. Oh, someone spotted us. Right, so what we're going to do, hard to starboard. And because it's going to be dark as anything out there, it's going to be a difficult one to see. We won't even actually see the ship because it's so dark. And it's almost pitch black. just have a quick look again. Where is it? It's gonna be. It's gonna be hard to judge. We need to increase our speed a little bit. Have a look at. So it's gonna be around here area, around this area. There we go. There, somewhere like cruiser, out of range. We want to bring our speed up to the flank so we get that and drop it to standard. Light cruiser. Quick look again at the map. We're getting better. Get a better solution. Bring our speed up to standard again. Try and get some more turn on. Gain speed up. So we've got all 2 light cruisers and a destroyer coming after us. Right. Ships. Speed. There it is. Bring our speed down. Right. It's very difficult to judge because it's virtually impossible actually seeing the seeing the ship from the submarine, vice versa. What we're trying to do is get that movement across the plot stationary, decreasing the range, firing off the torpedoes, find the next ship, doing the same. So it's almost there. So let's have another quick look. Right, it's spotted us. And just waiting for a firing solution to come up. And then pop some fish into her. Increase our rate of turn. Because obviously the closer they get, they're going across our T, you'll see that it changes quite a bit. Waiting for that range to come up so we can see how far it is, so we can. But going back to the map again to see where the others are, and that light cruisers continue on with the merchant ships, which is good. That one we need to take care of pretty quickly. So back to the map. So if these rings represent yards, so if that's 4,000 yards between this submarine and that, it should highlight any moment now. It should give us a range indicator telling us how far away it is. So I would have thought by now we would have had, so small freighter, where's it gone? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Destroyer. There it is. Closing fast. Stop. Full reverse. Well, astern. Right. Midships. Hopefully. Yes. Yes. And does the third one get it? That should be good. And let's have a look at the map. That's 2 out the way. So, right, let's take out this destroyer. Right. There we go. Okay. We go ahead on third. Standard actually. Let's have a quick look at the map again. So it's a fair distance away at the moment, so we'll go up to flank speed, decrease our distance between the target and us, and that will give us a bit of time for our forward facing tubes to be reloaded. And if you want to check how long it's going to take, you go to here, click on that, and it will tell you. If you watch that, you can see them actually being sort of counting down on like a bit of a timer there. So we've got our tube's been reloaded, and it shan't be too long. Right, we need to go a little bit to starboard. Let's have a quick look. Just about make out that one. Destroyer midships. Let's see where this is going. Right, stop. Distance 3,000. That's not too bad. So we should have 6 torpedoes at our disposal. They're just coming up now, and there we go. We won't need 6 for a destroyer. Take 2 to sink it. So we need to go slightly to starboard to bring the bearing. Trouble is with destroyers and gunboats, they change their direction very quickly, so you've got to be careful. So now we'll stop and bring us astern. Right. Watching where this is going to whereabouts it is, so it's almost dead amidships there. We want a slight bit of port down. So about 1,000 yards, I'll pop off 2 fish. Just got to make sure we've got because the closer it gets, the quicker it's going to turn. Just about found the right. Right, pick it up. Increase the flank. Full speed astern. I might have left it a bit late. Should be alright. Right. Pretty close. Sorry about that. That was a dog's barking. So we're just, sorry, we just position ourselves to attack small freighters, the medium freighter, take out the light cruiser as well. Plenty of fish left. Speed the game up a bit. Right, let's see if we can find ourselves. There we go. Nine knots. There's two in there. Another one around here somewhere. So look where it was. It's going to be slightly astern of it. There somewhere. Let's make sure we are. That's a small freighter. So back to the telescope, periscope, right? Telescope. Medium freighter. Oh, there's a small freighter. Ideally, we need it in the centre here. So let's correct that and see if we can match its course and speed with this. Right. Okay. So that's the two freighters all being well. And we need to increase our speed so we can go after this light cruiser. So let's go back to binoculars. Where's that? There we go. That should be hit first. The midships. You'll probably see that explode shortly. Torpedoes are going. I do believe it missed actually. I'll have to double check in a minute. So the small freighter's got the torpedoes on the way to it. So that should be hit first then, because the other one's missed. Quick look at that. Yep, just about. Yep. Yes, there's 1, 2. That dispatches that. So let's go back to the map, sorry. Right, let's deal with this small medium freighter. There it is. Oh, I've taken it out. A quick look. Oh well, that was the end of that. So let's go after this light cruiser. Somewhat in the distance. Here we are. Right, here we go. We want to dead ahead of us. What the time is? Time is 22:45. There it is. We want it ideally in this position. So we just got to wait for our bearings to match its course and then adjust our rudder setting to get a firing solution, unless it changes course in the meantime. Should be pretty soon. There he is, not far away. Any moment now. I don't know if you've done a night game like this, but you're relying on your bit of intuition, skill, cunning, whatever you want to call it, to defeat the enemy. But read what it shows you on here, and then you can sort of act accordingly. There we go. Right. There we go. And we sort of match our speed to its crossing us. Again, the closer we get, the quicker this will go across the screen. We're just waiting for the range to come a lot nearer. Because we're bow on, you'll only see us about 4,000 yards. That's about there. Right. Let's see if we can catch up with him. Okay. Here he is. I'm going to do what I've done before. Bring us down to about 1,000 yards, but he might fire at us. We should be in visual range of him. And what you got to remember, if he starts firing at us, we're going to have to submerge. And just keep an eye on his range. Light cruiser is going to take 3 fish again. So because this is 0 heading, that is dead ahead. And he's coming from starboard to our port. Again, if you don't know the difference between port and starboard, no port left. There's an old saying. So it's port is the left, starboard is the right. So night time, he hasn't seen us so far. We're good. And this is sort of medium range. 1,000 yards is sort of close range, and 3,000 to 4,000 is long range. That's what I class it as anyway. The greater the distance, the more time you have to react, and you can prejudge your settings. It's as again, as I say, it's matching that course change to his position and try and being able to align ourselves so we have a good attack. We got to remember, the closer we are getting to him, the quicker he will transverse from the right to the left, from the port to the starboard. Sorry, from the starboard to the port. You just need to. He's doing 11 knots. He's bearing 150, and we're just below 2,000 yards now. And it's just, here we go. Let's dive. He's put flares up. As you can see, right, let's increase that. Go to periscope depths as we get a marker. Right. He should be around here somewhere. Here he is. Okay. .35 knots. Stop. Full astern. Midships. Now this is what we class as leading the enemy on. So because now we're going astern, we want to increase our rate of turn, and we need to go to starboard. Right, I am going to put 2 fish into him and see if that works. We should be alright, but let's have a quick look. We're pretty close, I'll tell you now, pretty close. I think they might have missed. No, we got 2 in, yes, excellent stuff, right. That should drop his speed and we'll make him an easier target. Seven knots, 6 knots, 5 knots, stop. Turn, 2 knots, 1 knot. He's dead in the water, right. Okay, now 1 fish into him. That's the 3rd one, and he should be very shortly. dispatched. I know it looks easy, but the more you play this game, the more mistakes you make, the better it is, because you will learn how to become better. And this is how you get proficient in a game. And that's by learning by your mistakes. There we go. That is the end of that. We've done pretty well there. So this is what we've sunk in total ships sunk overall. 2,945. Sorry, 2,940,500 tons. That's a lot of tonnage. Okay, click on that. And let's go to our service record. And that will match up what we've done. Total number of torpedoes released, 77. Ammunition fired, 173, and tells you what ships we've actually sunk and submarines. 2 days we've been doing it. So let's go back. Let's see what our state of play is. We've got 4 fish and we've got a full complement of rear fish. So really and truly, we're going to go back to port. It leaves us no really option, because honestly, you're not going to do a lot with a third of your ammunition in your front tubes. No. I want to resupply. So yes, I hope you enjoyed that game. That's how I have a nighttime action, daytime actions and stuff like that. If you're interested in Silent Depth 2 Pacific, tactics and stuff like that, you're in for a real treat, because it is one of those games which is absolutely fantastic to play. It's full of enjoyable moments, and there's a lot you can do to get it right. Look at that, eh? So you can sort of really explore the underneath around your submarine and do lots of things in this game. Wouldn't it be nice to see some fish swimming around and some crabs on the bottom of there, some seaweed? That's what the devs could do. That'd be really cool, seeing the crabs walking around and the fish. There's another submarine. Oh yeah. Not only your submarine, you can explore the next one too, yeah. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed the game. Please leave a comment down below. Please like, share and subscribe. If you subscribe to the game, if you subscribe to the channel, it helps the channel grow and it helps put the videos in front of you. So take care everyone. See you soon, and thank you for watching.